welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. Today I want to talk about something that I've come to realize a long time ago. And of course, everything is energy, but I feel like we have this huge energy war that's going on. And call it what you want, good versus evil, light versus darkness. It's clearly the world is full of a lot of distractions, and a lot of those distractions are meant to lower your frequency or lower your vibration so that you exist in darkness. And when all things are said and done, I believe that your light should outweigh your dark because, I mean, light can't shine without darkness. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't exist in any form of darkness. I think everybody will have their moments unless you have fully reached Christ consciousness. But we are at war, and there are people whose bodies are getting hijacked to help lower your frequency and vibration as well. So you really, really have to do the work to make sure that you are fully protected and guarded from all those things. And I've compiled some videos to help explain what I mean by this. And again, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I understand not everything will resonate with everyone, but I do like to pull from different points of view sometimes. So without further ado, let's get into the videos.
Spiritual warfare is 100% real. I used to think it was bullshit. Nah. Heck no. The second I got right spiritually, I started to see real quick that there's stuff out there trying to drag you. It's people who trying to drain you of your energy. It's people trying to latch on to you. It's spirits trying to latch on to you. That stuff is 100% real. That's why you got to operate at a high frequency, you know? Be in control of your energy. Remain positive, you know? Don't let nobody get up under your skin. Don't be out here arguing with nobody, because that's how they try to get you. When you start to, argue with people, when you start letting them let them getting you riled up. Nah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You just stay in your own world, sit back, observe, listen, peep game, and live your life unapologetically. You gotta protect your energy, because when you got aura to you, when you got that light to you, people would do everything in their power to disrupt that. I'm telling you, people understand the value of peace. You know what I'm saying? People understand the value of peace. That's why people go out of their way to ruin your peace, for real. And that could be you thriving, Think about it. You see somebody sitting down at the park, kind of like how I am right now, just chilling. Somebody just walk up and just have a conversation with you. A lot of times people don't be having bad intentions, but sometimes people just see you just be at peace, and it just aggravate them. It just aggravate them. Because peace is a hard thing to obtain. So once you get right spiritually and you learn how to operate at a high frequency, and you know to, protect your peace, oh yeah, it's gonna frustrate a lot of people. And the second you start to give in, and the second you open that door for people, they're gonna try everything in their power to dim that light. That spiritual warfare is real. Make sure y'all protecting our energy, man. We spirits before anything. For real. People thinking we just this flesh, this body, this mind. Oh yeah, that's a part of it. We spirits too. For the ones that get it, they get it. For the ones that don't, hey, blessings to you.
You gotta understand and understand that we in spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual war going on. So when you walking in your purpose, you supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's gonna be things that try to detour you from what you're supposed to be doing. Detour you and discourage you from your purpose. I know, because I'm going through it right now. But I ain't letting shit discourage me. None of that. None of the principalities, none of the emotions, none of that. It's not none of that discouraging me. I made this decision. I'm walking in my purpose. I know what I'm doing. Peace, love, and light to all my reflections out there. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashe!
There is a deep spiritual warfare taking place in the world today. It can't always be seen with the eyes, but you can surely feel that stuff in your soul. It's a battle between light and darkness, good and evil, truth and deception. The world feels so heavy right now. So heavy. Every choice we make feeds either the light or the darkness. And that's why it feels like such a battle. The war that's going on right now, it's not the kind you see on the news. It's in the air we breathe. It's in the thoughts that we fight when we're alone.
The heaviness that you feel, though, that's proof that you're a threat to the darkness. The devil literally wants you broken, bitter, and hopeless. But every time you choose peace, when anger would be easier, you fighting back. Every time you love when hate comes for you, you're fighting back. You're literally proof that the light still wins, period. Man, look, the war is real, but so is God's victory. And as long as you're breathing, you're a part of that fight.
Anytime any world is created for the purpose of learning, the consideration that needs to happen is what kind of conflict is going to drive that world. And I will tell you that for the majority of planets in the Milky Way galaxy, the conflict that has been selected is the war between good and evil. In some way, shape, or form. There are many shapes and forms that this conflict can take place. There's not just one way that the story can be told. But there is a lot of commonality in third-dimensional planets all across the Milky Way galaxy. So that is why some of the very pivotal things that you're here to learn is the relationship between good and evil, is that dichotomy of black and white. We're all here to experience it. We're all here to have opinions about it. We are all here to have some form of resistance towards one or many aspects of that conflict. A lot of us are here to escalate the conflict, and some of us are here to resolve the conflict.
I want you to know that there are forces seen and unseen that understand one truth about humanity. As of now, most people are asleep. Not physically, but spiritually and mentally asleep. They move through life on autopilot, unaware of the incredible power that lives within them. And there are forces that take advantage of that blindness. They study humans. They know the triggers, the habits, the weaknesses. They've learned how to manipulate the collective mind, keeping people distracted, addicted, divided, and afraid. They work through the systems and pleasures of the material world, through food, through sugar, liquor, drugs, sex, fear, and endless material desire. They know that when the human mind is in a lower vibrational state, when it's numb, anxious, or intoxicated, it's easier to control. And in those moments, humans hand over their awareness. They can lose their connection to self, and in that disconnection, manipulation thrives. But here's what these beings fear the most: the awakened human. The humans that begin to remember who they are. The ones that turn inward and sees that the light that they've been searching for has always been within. Because when a human becomes self-aware, they rise above manipulation. They stop feeding the energy that keeps them trapped. They begin to create consciously instead of being created by the system. When you awaken, you become untouchable. Not because you fight back, but because you vibrate higher than their reach. You see, awareness dissolves illusion. Truth dismantles control. And love, I mean that real divine love, it renders fear powerless. You see, the greatest rebellion in this world isn't protest. It's self-realization. It's the act of remembering who you truly are. A divine being with infinite consciousness and free will. And once you wake up, the game ends. The veil, it falls. And what remains is freedom. The kind that no system, no being, no illusion can ever take from you. And one more thing, humans are waking up.
So religion almost gets it right. As a metaphor, it kind of does. There is darkness, there is dark energy, and there is a battle between light and dark, but it's not about God and Satan and heaven and hell. It's the dark energy is a creation of ours. We're the ones who created the dark energy, and it exists within our species, and there's plenty of it. There's plenty of it in the world we've created as a species, and the way we treat each other. So there is a battle going on. And in some ways, you have to be a warrior You have to be a warrior for light to protect yourself. The battle's inside you. The battle's being waged and raged inside you. That there is this darker energy that will pull you down if you don't fight for yourself. And it's not about God and the devil. It's about a species level wound. It's about a self-inflicted species level wound that there is this dark energy, and unfortunately, way too many people don't have either. They don't have the strength in them, or they've given up, or whatever, or they don't choose to fight that battle because it takes a relentless amount of energy in some ways to maintain that place of alignment and connectedness and belief in your own worth and a fierce commitment to being your true self and to not letting the darkness pull you down. So anyway, so religion, I mean, I get it. There's a battle between good and evil that's going on, but it's going on inside you, and it's not really good and evil. It's about the light. It's about the light inside you, and letting it shine and believing that you're worthy of it, that you're worthy by virtue of your very existence. And it takes a fierce commitment to self. So here's to having a fierce commitment to self. Here's to not letting the darkness we encounter in ourselves or from other members of our wounded species, not letting that pull us down and keep us from moving forward and embracing our own power and light and truth. So, keep up the good work. Don't stop fighting the good fight. I love you.
There's a constant war that goes on inside of us between our higher self and our lower self. What determines the direction of your life is the side you decide to fight for. If you decide to fight for the negative side, then you're going to produce negative results. That side is most likely jealous, envious, lazy, procrastinates, blames everyone other than themselves, that never takes responsibility, is a liar, cheater, probably uses drugs and alcohol, and things don't seem to work out for this person. If you decide to fight for that life, then you're never really going to prosper, and you're always going to be unhappy or depressed or filled with anxiety. But if you decide to fight for the virtuous life, the life that wants to live a disciplined life, have positive habits, does what they say they're going to do, lives by truth and honor and respect, loyalty, and you could have a good heart and do the things that you know are good in this life, and you could actually push and urge others to be their best selves, then you're going to get further. But you have to be honest with yourself and decide which side you want to fight for.
I'm a nerd when it comes to this, so let's geek out together. There is this energy and there's this energy. Some people call it God, the devil, dark matter, light matter, whatever you want to call it. Okay, it's positive, negative energy. And this is us, the vessels, right? We are the only way that this non-physical energy can penetrate down here. We obviously are portals to energy. Some people have this energy, portal to this energy. We know that. We know those people. And then we have some people with this portal to this energy. And so when I say a big majority part of your purpose is just to exist, is because you filter out this kind of energy. Because this energy starts spreading. Energy spreads. It starts spreading and trying to take over more people, creating more portals for this. So we need stable filter and projector people like you to help radiate this portal out of your auric field or your electromagnetic field. It radiates, and then with what you say or how you are or whatever it is that you were there at the right moment, right time, right, is when you're able to spread it to the point that now this is going to connect to this type of energy, and now this person is going to have that radiating out of their electromagnetic field, and so forth and so forth, creating a bigger portal for this type of energy all across.
So you're placed where you need to be placed. I say it's like Wi-Fi post, honestly. Like it's just as simple as that. So yes, there's some people that are supposed to do big things. They're supposed to be CEOs, and they're supposed to like heal whatever it is in their soul and in their lineage that is attached to money and things like that. But there's other people who done that, been there, did it already, like literally just them being a Wi-Fi post. Because how far can a CEO take over without internet, right? Like if you want to put it that way, you need the post, you need the Wi-Fi, you need these type of individuals. And that's what a lot of you guys are. So it's not, oh, you just have no goals, you're just lazy, you're just like how other people see it. It's not that. They could never even hold an inch of the energy that you filter and that you process. So it is important, and it does matter, because this energy cannot penetrate down here without portals. And we know that this energy over here has taken over for way too long. That's it.